We begin tonight with the starkest warning yet from China against Canada. Be ready for revenge. Chinese authorities already detained 2 Canadians, widely seen as retaliation for the arrest of Huawei executive Meng Wanzhou. This is the arrest warrant we're seeing for the first time tonight that triggered the diplomatic crisis. It was issued by the BC Supreme Court on behalf of the U.S. CTV's senior political correspondent Glenn McGregor on the growing backlash from Beijing.
China offered only a vague explanation for the arrest of 2 Canadians. They are suspected of engaging in activities that endanger the national security, says the spokesman for the Foreign Ministry. A more direct message came from the editor of a Chinese newspaper with close ties to the government. He warned of further reprisals against Canada if Huawei executive Meng Wanzhou is extradited to the U.S.
China's revenge will be far worse than detaining a Canadian.
Michael Kovrig, a diplomat on leave from the Canadian Embassy, was detained by the Beijing Security Bureau on Monday. The same day, Michael Spavor was also arrested. He's under investigation by security officials in the eastern city of Dandong. Spavor is originally from Calgary and runs a company that organizes trips to North Korea. He helped bring former NBA star Dennis Rodman to Pyongyang. In an interview with Evan Solomon, host of CTV's Question Period, the Prime Minister said the exact charges are unknown.
We have engaged with the Chinese officials to determine what exactly conditions are they being detained under, why are they being detained.
Meng is now free on bail in Vancouver while she awaits extradition, a process now politicized by President Donald Trump's suggestion he could intervene in the case if it helps the U.S. in the midst of a trade dispute with China.
We're talking about significant clashes between the world's 2 largest economies. There are going to be unintended consequences all around the world, including in Canada. What we need to do is make sure that we continue to stay standing up for Canadians.
Opposition Conservatives said the Prime Minister should have already intervened directly with Chinese President Xi Jinping.
Justin Trudeau's naive approach to relations with China isn't working.
Foreign Affairs Minister Chrystia Freeland meets tomorrow in Washington with U.S. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo, hoping to find a way to de-escalate a dispute between superpowers that Canada now finds itself drawn into. Lisa.
All right, we'll follow that tomorrow then, Glenn. Thanks for this tonight from Ottawa.